It's a good thing I didn't try to walk through that door before it lifted.
No, you know? Yeah, you should never walk through a door before it is open. It's one of the cardinal rules of physics.
You know, I've tried to walk through doors most of my life that weren't open, but a lot of them I got through.
Well,
That's
you know
how
what?
I made it.
You're a better man than I. So you, as I mentioned in your introduction, you're one of, not many Republicans who supports the impeachment of President Trump. I'm curious as to your thoughts on this, because I think about this a lot. Why do you think that so many Republicans have gone all in with this terrible, dishonest man?
Well, the thing that's bizarre to me is, okay, so maybe you don't support impeachment. Maybe you don't even support censure. But you can't look the other way and say the president didn't do anything wrong. I mean, that's just completely crazy because, look, my concern is I came out for this because I believe the president said to the leader of Ukraine, with Russian troops inside of Ukraine, I will help you with military aid if you investigate my political opponent. That's too much for me. I knew Ronald Reagan. I mean, I was a young congressman when he was president. He never would have done it. Bush wouldn't have done it. And I believe it's an offense that raises to the level of impeachment. But even if you don't agree with that, and that's okay, you got to respect people that don't agree with you, but to say nothing went wrong, or to say this was so unfair that he got worse treatment than Jesus did before Pontius Pilate. When I saw that, I was like, who comes up with that? I mean, they weren't even on a show like this, right?
Weirdly, it seems to be a group of mostly men with whom I bet you thought you were aligned 6 years ago.
You know, what I think is going on is the whole country we're divided. That's what I get out of impeachment, totally divided. Nothing that they don't understand. However, we have to get out of our silos, Jimmy. We can't just absorb things that we agree with. It's one of the dangers in our country. And if we absorb only that agrees with us, we don't grow as a person, and we have trouble finding the truth. You know, one of my great concerns is the truth is at risk today, because you've got your things that you believe, I believe other things, and we don't even agree on the basics. That's how a country gets in deep trouble. I'm worried about the culture, not just short term, but long term. So we've got to listen to one another, respect one another. You know, we're all made, I happen to believe we're all made in the image of the Creator, and we got to respect one another and stop being so angry. And for politicians, I can explain.
You made a drawing.
I did a little artwork. Yeah. It's my own artwork.
I had no idea you were so talented, Governor.
So here's kind of what's happening. Right now, there's this thing called gerrymandering. They put all the Democrats in one district, all the Republicans in another. Okay, so when you get elected, party is what kind of put you there. They endorsed you. They gave you support. The public, if you're in a district that is completely Republican and you're a Republican, the public and the party agree. But if you're in a mixed district where it's not so close, in other words, you got a good number of Democrats, a good number of Republicans, then the public matters more, the party matters less, and conscience may actually figure in. So what's happened in America is party and public are all with the Republicans, same thing with the Democrats, conscience rarely comes into play.
Yeah.
And I signed that for you.
Thank you. This
is original art.
It's beautiful.
I hope people understood that, because that's really
I'm going to put Trump's head right here and make it a dunce cap.
Okay, whatever.
Your book is about changes that we can make. And I want to talk about the biggest change of all, which is climate change. And another thing that I find hard to understand is why the Republican Party line is that we are not causing it and it's nothing to worry about.
You know, it's funny. George Shultz, who was the former Secretary of State to Ronald Reagan, I talked to him about 2 weeks ago. He said he and Ronald Reagan believed when the ozone was being questioned as to whether it was getting smaller, we have to do something. George Shultz and Jim Baker, the former Secretary of State and Chief of Staff to a president, came out and said we need to have an initiative to deal with this problem. Look, there is no way we should put our heads in the sand. I'm working now with John Kerry, with my great buddy Arnold Schwarzenegger, to try to develop a consensus in this country that we can't just sit still. And one of my heroes started as a 15-year-old. She's much older. She's now 16. Greta Thunberg.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah,
And all she did, Jimmy, was she held up a piece of paper in front of the Parliament and said, "Save my planet. You owe me that." And right now, we're not making great progress, but if we keep at it and keep at it, develop renewables, do more research into batteries, we can get to a point, support electric vehicles. I drive a Tesla, or it drives me. I can't figure out which. But that is a critical issue. But what I want to tell
I don't feel like you're a Republican at all. I think
yeah. But look, we all worry about the politicians. The politicians don't make the rules. The public demands the rules. And when we think about civil rights, it came from the bottom up. It came from the marches. It came from the protests. And the politicians couldn't ignore it, and they passed civil rights laws. Women's suffrage. Women out here, you don't think guys ever wanted to give you power.
No.
You demanded it. And finally, we got women's suffrage. The environmental movement is the same way, and I'll give you one more. Responsible, reasonable gun control. People need to get behind it, and they need to show up. Look, what I'm trying to say is, don't feel powerless. Feel like you matter, that you were created special, that you have a purpose in life, and assert yourself, either part of a movement or with kindness. My buddy's not little, my buddy Albert Lexi, he's now gone. He dropped out of school in the 8th grade. He took up shoe shining. He fell in love with the idea of helping children through a children's hospital telethon. He would go into the hospital 2 days a week, shine shoes. The doctors, the nurses would all work with him because when he showed up, he rescued them from the toughest places they were to a little peace of mind. Over the course of his lifetime, he put the shoe shine money in one pocket, he would put the tip money in another, and over the course of his lifetime, he donated over $200,000 to mothers and fathers who could not pay their kids' bills.
Wow.
So, here's the question. Did Albert change the world? See, every single person out here, you can change the world. I believe that you were made special. Nobody's ever been like you. No one will ever be like you again. And same with you, Jimmy. And so the question is, what can you do? And I saw your monologue. No,
Why are you laughing at that?
I saw your monologue around Billy, your son Billy.
Right.
The whole country got set on fire about what are we going to do about children, the children's hospitals, resources. You see, you're changing it this way. Not this way, but this way. And we all have to, and that's the antidote to all the chaos and craziness we see in Washington. We're going to be fine when people get their confidence back.
Well, I hope you can help us get the confidence back. Thank you very much, Governor. Governor Kasich, this is his book. It's up to us, 10 little ways we can bring about big change. We'll be back with White Reaper. Hey, I'm Jimmy Kimmel. Give back this holiday season in a fun way. Buy my new book, The Serious Goose. I wrote it and drew it. All the money I make goes to children's hospitals across the country. Or watch another gaming video and don't help kids. It's up to you.